Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sopniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know that this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you, but I will say this. Try to only buy on those red candles. I had a pretty big come to Jesus moment today when it comes to understanding the WolfPack and really understanding their psyche and where they're at. And I want you to know this is not a dig. This is honestly what I believe is going on with the WolfPack, and I think it's right on point, but you let me know. It's not the fact that they've lost a lot of money, although that has a lot to do with it. It's not just that. Saitama WolfPack, they really were once the big dogs on the block. And now all of these other projects, they're catching up. Last year, they never would have believed that that could possibly be true. No one could get even close to them because they would have the Saitama open, then they would be working on the blockchain and all of these other projects. Like, they felt like they were infallible and they felt like they were going to be the first ones to get there. When you've been in that posture for so long, it's hard to lose that. You know, when you're running a race and you have a really nice, healthy lead, and you realize the people that you're racing with are like way behind you, can slow down a little bit. Next thing you know, these people that were well in your rear view mirror, now they're catching up and now they're passing you. Can you imagine what that does to one's ego? It sucks to get kicked off your mantle. So they lash out. They lash out to anyone on Twitter that questions Russ, that questions the project, that says anything that can be misconstrued as negative. Once again, I will say I've never said anything negative. All of these things that I've said, they're facts. But somehow facts have become FUD. How did that happen? Now let's remember, FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If you're a strong project, a tweet, 1,000 tweets is not going to bring you down. There's nothing that anyone can say on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on any social media platform that would be able to hurt Saitama. The only thing that's hurting Saitama is the fact that Saitama is not operable. There's a whole heck of a lot going on there with Saitama. I will never know the true story. You will never know the true story. The only people that will know the true story are the people that are directly involved, like Russ, Max, and the other devs. When it comes to Russ, with me, his credibility is shot. I don't believe him, and you know what? That's my prerogative. I don't have to believe him. All he has to do is perform. Him and the rest of the devs have to get Saitama working. There has to be utility there for the price to go back up to where it once was. I can't make that happen. The WolfPack can't make that happen. He's the only one that can make that happen. And believe you me, he knows it. I think he's very comfortable with the WolfPack coming after us rather than being focused on him, looking at him saying, what's going on with the project? Why isn't Saitama operational? Like, what's going on? He would much rather them focus their attention and all of their negativity on us. Keep in mind, Saitama was at the very top of the pyramid. No one was even close. Enter Shinobi. If you look at Shinobi, they have a very similar roadmap to Saitama. They want to launch a swap, they want to launch a wallet, and then they're going to have their own blockchain. This frightens the WolfPack because now they're getting closer. They're very close to releasing the Doja swap. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to be launched before the expo in March in Dubai. If that happens, if the Doja swap is up, operational, and running before Saitama does, that's really going to freak them out. January was a very big month for Shinobi. They got a lot of exchange listings. They did fall short on some of them, but there's a promise, there's the hope of a tier 1 exchange coming in the very near future before the Dubai expo. What do you think the WolfPack is feeling? Threatened. Let's read a tweet today from Shinobi. Upcoming exchange listings. We are aiming to have our next exchange listing go live on February 22nd, 28th, and March 7th. One of these exchanges is going to be Gate.io, but Cliff must wait for the other 2 exchanges to announce the listing first. To be 100, Saitama is listed on all of those exchanges as well. We don't know what the top tier 1 exchange is going to be yet, and if SHINJA gets launched on something like KuCoin before Saitama, you thought you saw the WolfPack anger before, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is why you really shouldn't be emotional about your money. You shouldn't just be maxied into one particular token or coin or project. You should be into a lot of different things, a lot of different projects. Spread a lot of seeds out there because you never know which one is going to take root and sprout. While SHINJA is putting out tweets of good news, uplifting news, top-tier exchange listing news. Saitama puts out this. Threats of lawsuits. Let's have a little peek-see at this. From Elon Mansour, had a talk with our legal team and have enough evidence to go after all those who use defamation of character against Saitama Guru and Saitama LLC. Hurting Saitama devs and our investment with false information cannot be tolerated anymore. Are you kidding me? Hey! Someone took time out of their day to put that together. Well, maybe you should spend a little less time on Canva and spend a little more time on Saitamask. Please tell me, if a potential investor goes on Twitter to check out these tokens to see, okay, which one am I going to invest in? And they see all of these uplifting tweets coming out of Shinobi, and then they see that coming from Saitama, which one do you think looks more tantalizing? They're putting out that crap. And Cliff is tweeting that he's going to be a speaker at the expo in March. Do you see the difference? Do you see the big, huge difference? And this is the very heart of the matter. The WolfPack is angry because they feel like they're being replaced by Shinobi. Here's the thing, though. You shouldn't focus your anger on us. You should be focusing on the devs and saying, hey, what's going on? There's no way that we're going to hit another all-time high unless there's a huge catalyst like a functioning Saitamask. Why don't you focus on that? Why don't you get that back up and running? So starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a little experiment. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about Saitama. I'm only going to use pictures. I'm not going to put any words down. I'm just going to post a picture of their chart a couple of times a day. I'm going to keep a running tally of how many people call me a fudder just for showing the chart. I think we can all agree that posting a chart is not FUD. It's basic information. It's their chart. And by the way, okay, one last time, for all of you that think I'm a paid fudder, who is paying me? And one last time, just to clarify, I've never fudded, I've only facted. And that's going to do it here for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on those red candles, and please take care of yourself.